All right, shalom, good people. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little minute, and I'm not gonna waste no time with this. I'm gonna go straight in. It's been a little over a month since I posted, but I'm gonna get straight into this topic. As you can see in the title, Congress passes the debt ceiling deal. And for those of you that don't know what that is, it means the government will no longer borrow money from other countries. And the reason why they're doing that because we know that America is in debt with China trillions of dollars. We know that. So what they doing with this so-called debt ceiling, they trying to do, they trying to limit the debt. They saying it's going to help them get out of debt, supposedly, right? But do you know what this means for the American people? That means Uncle Sam going to start cutting back on his citizens. And we're going to get to some examples real quick because, like I say to people, these times are about to be rough times. People would never think that America dollar is going to drop. The dollar's been dropped. It's been over. It's just that it's taken it's taken us a while to feel the effects, but it's in motion. If you open your eyes and you can see. That's why right now, really, this is the time not to play no games and just to bring yourself closer to God and pray in these trying times because it's about to get real serious. Like they said, they gonna cut back on a lot of stuff, and we about to get into some examples. And this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning of hell that the people feeling really about to catch. This is only the beginning, and you're gonna have a lot of people breaking and folding off of this. I bet you. This is the tip of the iceberg. Let's get to some examples of what they're trying to do. They are going to expand work requirements for those who are receiving food stamps. Right? They said the people that's receiving food stamps will have to work at least 20 hours a week. Then you will get your food stamps. That's the ultimatum. That's the ultimatum. Either you're going to work 20 hours a week, then you get your food stamps. And they said for the people that refuse to work, hear how cold this is. If you refuse to work, you will only get food stamps 3 months out of every 3 years. I'm going to repeat that again. I don't think people heard me. If you refuse to work, yeah, the government's still gonna give you food stamps, but you only gonna get it 3 months out of 3 years, every 3 years. 3 months out of every 3 years. That's how much you're gonna get. You're not gonna be getting it consistently, like the people that's doing 20 hours. Now, if you have children, how can you survive with just that? So you're gonna be forced to work. And they did this the same time when the pandemic happened, where they cut off a lot of people, and it was forced the lazy people that sit on their ass and collect off the government. It forced them to go get a job. And they're doing the same thing now. So like they said, if you refuse to work, this is how serious it is. And this was in full effect today. They passed it today. It ain't no myth. It ain't no make-believe. It's real. They said once again, you will get only food stamps 3 months out of every 3 years if you do not work. And listen, let me explain something to y'all. Especially, I know in the black community, there are a bunch of single mothers with about 8 or 9 children. 8 or 9 children. They're going to have to get out and work. Because if you got 8 or 9 kids, you can't survive off all them food stamps for them 3 months out of every 3 years. You can't survive. So now it's going to force them to get a job. Because I'm going to keep it real with you. In the black community, a lot of our sisters, not all, they use these kids as bait, as a meal ticket for the government. They've been doing it since the 60s in America. Kicking a man out the house. Uncle Sam been putting in the sister's head that they don't need a man. So they have the baby without the man, kick him out the house and let the government take care of him. But this is my thing. How long you thought that Uncle Sam was going to take care of you? You thought it was going to last forever? Nothing lasts forever. Nothing. And like I said, man, like this is going to be crazy. So people really need to prep and prepare. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that we indulge in and do, you're going to have to cut out and sacrifice, man. You got to get closer to God in these times. It's getting worse. Like, I'm saying all this bad stuff that's about to happen, but guess what? People still gonna go off and not listen and do what the hell they want to do anyway. But this is only for the people that can hear and that can see clearly. And it only go for y'all, go for myself as well. These about to be some hard times. And also, one more thing, the student loans, right? This is what they saying. They said for the students that borrow, you will have to pay that money back by the end of the summer. So you know what that means? You got to study, then go to work, then study, then go to work. That's going to be hard work right there. Especially if you don't have nobody in your corner and you're doing it alone by yourself. You know, some people don't have spouses. Some people just doing it on their own. You know what I'm saying? So, or they don't, you know, they may not be with their moms or whatever, or whoever. They telling the students, you got to pay this right back by the end of the summer. You know how people get extensions on their credit to pay back their loans? Oh, they stretch it out, they put them on payment plans. Nah, they want all that back. They want all that money back. But, like I always say, people don't understand. This is spiritual. The Lord is doing it. God is allowing it to happen. Because the Lord is about to make his second coming and people don't understand. That's why so much destruction and disasters are happening all over the place. The Lord is trying to get the people attention. Because like I said, people don't give the Lord enough credit. But guess what? He's going to make you give him credit. That's why he's allowing these things to happen. And I got 3 scriptures I'm going to lay on y'all before I get out of there. Because I ain't going to make this long and drawn out. 3 good scriptures from the Holy Book to prove to y'all that the Lord is doing this. Right? So let's get to it. Do I got something else I want to say? Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me get this scripture right here. The first scripture I'm going to get. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? See what the Lord just said? The Lord said he controls man. He controls everything. And my point of pulling this scripture out to you is that the Lord put the spirit on the government to do this. He did it because it's all a part of the Lord's prophecy to make his second coming. That the economy will drop. Just like I said, in Egypt, Rome, Greece, all these top, Babylon, all these top kingdoms at one point fell through their currency. And America will do the same, right? So man's goings are of the Lord. So how can a man then understand his own way? Which makes more sense to me because I'm going to give you an example. Have you ever made plans, right? Yeah, I'm going to go to the movies today, this, that, and the third. Then something happened to come up. My child got sick. I couldn't find a babysitter. Or I had to work and do some overtime. Something might come up. That's how you know you don't control your own path. Right? I got one more for y'all. Oh, not one more, I got 2 more. Let me get this one right here. This is the book of Isaiah to prove furthermore what I'm saying. The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So like I'm trying to tell y'all, the Lord controlling both sides of the playing field. We just better make sure we're on the right side. That's all I'm saying. And this goes for me too. Because I'm just a vessel being a messenger to speak these words. That don't mean that don't apply to me. Right? And I got one more and I'm going to end it for y'all. Right? This is going to prove to you. See how they all linking, all these scriptures is linking up. All the precepts is linking up. Let's see what the Lord said right here. Because you notice what the government is doing. They forcing people to work for these food stamps. Right? 2 Thessalonians chapter 6 verse 10. Excuse me, not 6. Chapter 3 verse 10. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if a man would not work, neither shall he eat. Shalom. Subscribe if you want.